Subscribe to the fl0m clips and highlights. Thank you. Yeah. So BC Games sign electroNic. Also, can we just all take a moment to appreciate every single time I see electroNic's age? It does not make sense. Bro is 27. Bro is literally 27. How many of you knew electroNic was 27? And the answer is none of you. Don't lie. All right? Don't you dare lie. None of you knew this. None of you knew this, and if you said you did, it's only because you've heard me try to hit you with the shock value before. BC Game has announced the sign of electroNic from VP's bench after Prime Taps was moved to inactive on the 3rd. Moves brings a reunion between electroNic and s1mple, obviously, you know, from their time on Navi. And then basically they broke up. And I mean, there's a lot of reasons what the happened there. We don't need to really unpack the world's scenarios here, but short version, they broke up. That's the easiest way to do it without farming a whole nother video of like fucking ad revenue. Jesus Christ. Something that I don't want to touch. electroNic's attempt to pivot to in-game leading did not improve the team's fortunes. Yeah, so he tried to IGL, he pivoted to IGLing, he went with C9. We thought C9 assembled the world's greatest gift to Counter-Strike with their roster that they had with like the Gambit, just stars of Shiro Exile, you had electroNic. It basically just looked like the most sick roster on paper, and it was absolutely buns. It was like maybe one of the best examples that you can't just sign all the best players and expect them to be successful and win. Looking at you Falcons. Anyway, and then obviously he came to VP, then eventually he became the IGL VP. Never really ended up going well. And now he went to the VP's bench, and now he's signed with BC Game, and now he's back with s1mple. What I was trying to see in here is I don't see any announcement. Okay, there we go. electroNic will hope to find his form on BC Game freed of the burdens of leadership. I don't really like that phrasing because I'm pretty sure electroNic wanted to IGL. I don't know if I really like that because, like, bro, you can't. Oh my god, dude, I'm free of IGLing. Didn't like, bro, you wanted to IGL. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe he didn't, and I'm completely lost in the sauce. I will say this roster is quite interesting. I don't know as much about Andu. I know his name and I've seen him, but Castanito is actually, I always find, to be a pretty strong rifler. Nexa is Nexa. You know exactly what you're getting, for better and for worse. And s1mple electroNic could be fun. We're really just making the full nostalgic team. So now BC Game, just sign Rain, man. Just sign Rain. Let's go. Come on. If we're going to go, like, you're basically becoming like the Blizzard Activision of Counter-Strike teams. Like, you're just... You're literally just like, I feel like we're just building this shit on nostalgia right now. I mean, just give me pure vibes. Just give me what we want to see. Rain IGL drop Nexa. Yep, I'm here for it. Whatever we got to do to make this happen. I think the honest reality is if s1mple keeps playing the way that he has, which he's been frying, by the way, if you guys are unaware. Yes, I know it's lesser competition, but he is absolutely shitting on people right now. I'd be so curious to see BC Game and where they are in like a few months. Depending on how electroNic works out, we'll see. With him freed of the burdens of leadership, I never really felt like electroNic's individual level dropped for him. Like when he went to IGL, it was a really weird time where I still feel like he had a lot left in the tank, individually speaking, and the move was maybe a bit early. So maybe he still like can shoot. I feel like he can still shoot hard, is basically what I'm trying to say. I think electroNic still can shoot really hard. All jokes aside about being freed of burden, but we haven't seen it in a long time. I wish I knew more about Andu so I could have a stronger opinion about this roster besides just knowing that Castanito is a pretty good rifler, s1mple's been frying, electroNic could be good, and then Nexa's IGLing is definitely competent enough to get them in talks of like making a run for the major. I don't know. BC Game, man. Weird roster. Weird roster. It just feels like a roster that I feel like I feel like they're gonna make another roster move. I'm not even saying Rain. I just feel like if they're getting electroNic, they have s1mple. I feel like we're still one more HLTV posting away from them really making a run. And this feels me. What I'm surprised by also is I really wasn't sure how BC Game felt or like was positioning themselves, if they were a super serious org or if they were just kind of, you know, fuck it, we're an online casino that just has the infinite money glitch and we're just fucking around. It actually seems like they're trying to at least be more than that, which I wasn't expecting. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Chat and I guess we'll just say comments below. Who are you guys interested in seeing joining BC Game if they were to sign one more player? And don't say Rain. Anybody but Rain. Too late. Everybody's like Rain. Zontix is a great shout. I feel like hopefully, I wonder if other people agree though. I feel like they're like one more roster move from like really being spicy. Like this to me feels like we're in a holding pattern where like if we get electroNic online, Simple's already shooting hard, Castaneda is serviceable. Maybe we're looking at like a decent team that can start poking their head into the top 30. And then with one more roster move, depending on who becomes available after this upcoming major, could be in a real strong spot. Listen, chat, you saying Stewie, it could be dumb, but honestly, if it gets the people going and gets the people commenting, like it's worth it. Keep going. You guys are cooking. I saw some JLs in there, some Magics, some Zontics. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like after the major, things will shake up a bit, and I feel like they'll be able to make one more move. You know, that's where I feel like they're at. I feel like BC Game is like gearing up, maybe building around s1mple. I'm wondering if s1mple really wanted to play with electroNic. I feel like he did if they had to make that move. And they're kind of just gonna keep progressing, and then depending on what's on the market, they're gonna be like, all right, now it's our time, and they're gonna try to like make an actual push. He already stood in, but signing fl0m on the V. Ooh, fl0m is a huge. That's an incredibly based reference. Yeah, I don't know though. I wonder if fl0m and electroNic get along. I don't know. That's an interesting one. I don't know. I don't like actual like. I have no idea. Make sure you subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel so Gatler can eat.